Now, let's say that you want arrows here, 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 and here. You don't have to like draw it again. You can just copy the same arrow and then put it here. So there are several ways to copy the any object you want. I think we talked about this too earlier. So, but quickly, let's do this. Just choose the object that you want to copy, hit Control C or Command C, and if you hit just Control V, it will paste it anywhere, just anywhere. But if you hit Control F, it will paste it right on top of the one, the previous one. So now if I move this, you'll see that there is one underneath it. And this is good because if you wanna paste something on a different layer, let's delete this. Paste something on a different layer, but have it be in the exact same place for some reason. You can just create a new layer, and then make sure that you choose this layer, the new one that you created, and hit Control F. Now, if you hide the one before, you still have this one. You can change maybe this color to whatever color you want. This one. And the one underneath it will stay the same. I think I use this mostly if I have more than one artboard, which I don't think I talked about it before, but in Illustrator you can have more than one artboard, which is like more than one paper or more than one sheet that you can work on. So if I go here to artboards and create a new one with the same button that you create a new layer, it's exactly the same, you can see that it creates a new page that you can work on. So let's delete this one and copy the arrow again, Control and C. If I go to this layer, this artboard, I click it and then go to the new layer that I created and then hit Control F again, you can see that it pastes the arrow exactly in the same place that it was on this layer and this artboard. It's exactly the same place. And sometimes this could be really useful if you're trying to copy, for example, I don't know, the same attributes of this map to a new one that you're making. Oh, cat, go away, cat. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let's delete this. We'll use it later if we need to. Delete. Okay. So, back again. We're gonna copy this arrow for 3 more times. So Control and C, and we don't need it to be exactly the same place, so just Control V and then move it here. To rotate it, just hover over these corners here. You can see that you can rotate it when you have these arrows. Click and drag, just move it, and then you can hit Shift to just snap it. It'll be completely vertical. A cat is drinking my water. Okay, it's fine. Okay, now you can move it here, for example, and then let's Control V it again and rotate it upwards. Move it here. Control V. Rotate it the other way and move it here. Now, of course, sometimes you want these arrows to be a bit more dynamic, I guess, like not so straight, because this one is, you can obviously see that it's not perfect with the way the street is going. So we can either just click on the anchor here with the direct selection tool and move it. That way you can make it a little bit tilted. Or we can have it even more smooth. So let's delete this. Go to the pen tool again with P, and then we'll draw a curve. This will help you later also with the like buildings you draw and something like that. So we hit one click, and then we click again, but this time don't let go of the mouse, just drag it, and you can see that you're making a curve here. So now we made a curve, and you can use these handles right here to change the curve. So click it and you can change the angle of the curve, maybe this way or anything. You can do the exact same thing to create an arrowhead. Go to stroke and then choose the arrowhead that you want. No, this one. And if you see that you don't want it to be here, you want it to be over there, you can just click this button over here and it'll swap it for you. And we'll choose 20%. Okay, which is too small. That's okay. I just have to do this. I have to make it good. Even though I won't use this anymore. Anywho's, okay. What can we do next? Okay, so let's delete these things because we're gonna work on a different map. Like here I showed you a little bit of the things that you can do with an existing digimap. But later I'm gonna show you how to take a map that you already drew by hand and scanned, and then put it on Illustrator and draw over that to convert it into a vector shape. But one more thing that I want to show you here. Let's unlock this layer again. And okay, so when I click on this map, you can see that it doesn't exactly choose a certain object. It chooses the entire thing because this map is kind of grouped together. It's something more than grouped, actually. It's called a clipping mask. If you know Photoshop, you will know a little bit about the clipping mask. Basically, this map is a lot bigger than what you see right now, and they just created this square right here. Not square, it's a rectangle. This rectangle right here, and they created a clipping mask so you can only see this part of the map. So if I double click on this and then double click again, because there are so many clipping masks here, double click again. This is called the isolation menu or isolation mode, because now you can see that some things you can't select. Oh, sorry, back here, back. Okay, so there are some things that you can select, like these for example, because right now you're inside this particular group of these shapes, this one, these buildings right here only. So they grouped these together, and they grouped these, double click, this one together, these together. I don't really know why they did that, because it's a bit confusing, but this is what they did. And if you'd like to take the shape of this building and use it in another map, maybe you can just do that, which is double click on it, then double click until you get to this shape, and then hit Ctrl and C. Get out of the isolation mode by clicking outside anywhere, double clicking this way. Or if you are inside the isolation mode, you can go over here. Here it shows you how deep you are inside these groups. So if I clicked again and again, you can see that this part is increasing because I'm going deeper inside this this entire group and clip mask. So if this is the current isolated group that I'm in, this one is the one before. So if I click it, I go back, and then this one is the one before that, and this one is the one before that. And when you click on this arrow, you just exit the isolation group completely.